Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, EOJ completes a final count for November 22 by-elections. The Electoral Office of Jamaica has completed the final counting of ballots for the by-elections in the Marantee Bay and Inontown electoral divisions and the Trelawney Southern and the St. Andrew Northwestern constituencies. Director of Elections Glasspool Brown said that the final count was completed on Sunday. In the Trelawney Southern constituency, the Jamaica Labour Party's Marissa Dalrymple Philibert, independent candidate Lloyd Gillins, 1,440 votes, beating him by a margin of 2,713 votes. For St. Andrew Northwestern, independent candidate Carl Marshall, who polled 110 votes, was defeated by the JLP's Dwayne Smith, who received 1,857 votes. In the Inontown division in Clarendon, Suzette Barton of the Jamaica Labour Party polled 1,586 votes, while Delroy Dawson of the People's National Party polled 1,640. The PNP's Yvonne Rosemary Shaw defeated the JLP's Winston Downey in the Marantee Bay division in St. Thomas. She polled 2,100 votes to Mr. Downey's 1,774. 48-hour curfew imposed in sections of Olympic Gardens. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of 440 Drive and Samukan in Olympic Gardens, St. Andrew. The curfew began at 6 p.m. Sunday and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. Tuesday. The boundaries of the curfew are north from the Sandy Gully banks, then along an imaginary line out to Seaward Drive, south along Olympic Way from the intersection of Olympic Way and the Seaward Drive to a section of Olympic Way, west along an imaginary line from a section of Olympic Way to a section of Sandy Gully banks, east in the vicinity of Seaward Drive to the intersection of Olympic Way and the Seaward Drive. Discovery Bay to St. Anne's Bay taxi operators left in limbo. Some 70 taxi operators in St. Anne have occupied a piece of privately owned land after reportedly being barred from unloading and picking up passengers at a Texaco gas station in Discovery Bay. The operators, who ply the Discovery Bay to St. Anne's Bay route, withdrew their services on Monday morning to air their grouses over the lack of designated parking space. They say they typically park at the Texaco gas station in Discovery Bay, but were informed by the owners that they will no longer be allowed to operate at the property. After protesting in the town, the taxi operators proceeded to an area believed to be owned by Discovery Bauxite, formerly Noranda. The St. Anne Municipal Corporation has reportedly been in dialogue with Discovery Bauxite to procure the land, but the talks have not borne fruit. The taxi drivers say they will occupy the space until they receive word from the Municipal Corporation about a designated transport area. One operator, Rodney Evans, said that they have considered parking along the main road.
We are parking in the people gas station, and behind us is Mr. Chin gas station, and them have a problem with us parking here. And the police coming to give us ticket, so eventually we don't have nowhere to park. We have to thinking about parking on the road. And I know if we park on the road, it's going to be a big problem. Because every day, there's more car coming on the road. The Transport Authority is issuing out more road license to the car them. And the gas station is getting packing up with cars. So we can't do nothing and stop them from running out here.
Carlton Ricketts, counsel for the Dry Harbor Division, said he has been lobbying for a transport area for the operators. He said he will engage in further talks for a designated area for the taxi drivers.
I advocated for the triangular piece of land around here. Now, I spoke with the parish council in dialogue with Discovery partner for this land. Our concern in council is that we are wondering if this narrow piece of small land can house all the cars. This is the problem. But since the problem get dire and the people want them off the gas station, then at the end of the day, we cannot have the taxis parking on the road and creating problem to the motoring public. We will, however, try to lobby Naranda further.
People's National Party candidate for Northwest St. Anne, Senator Gabriela Morris, argued that the issue has been long-standing but has received little attention from the authorities, who she accused of dragging their feet on cementing a situation that can actually facilitate the taximen being comfortable and doing business. She said the matter must be urgently addressed so that the operators can have a proper facility that includes the sanitary conveniences.
Something needs to be done, and for far too long I think the representatives have been dragging their feet on cementing a situation that can actually facilitate the taximen being comfortable and doing business. It is not just about somewhere to park. We need a facility that over the years can accommodate the drivers, facility with proper sanitary conveniences as well. That has to be considered. So I'm really hoping that their effort today and their action today will spur the representatives who have responsibility for doing this into action, because they have been inactive for far too long.
Judge blasts the cops over slow pace of providing files in wanted man's murder cases. A judge on Monday expressed discontent with the sluggish pace at which police are completing court files for a murder case involving a man identified as one of St. James's most wanted. During the proceedings in the St. James Parish Court, presiding Judge Natisha Fairclough Hilton expressed her displeasure upon learning that multiple documents pertaining to Joseph Mackenzie's 2 murder charges had not been included in the case file. Mackenzie is charged with the April 6, 2023 murder of 21-year-old laborer Darian Bowman and the April 27, 2024 murder of 28-year-old shopkeeper Randy McNeil. The documents that are still pending include 2 post-mortem reports, a forensic report, a ballistics certificate, and a chain of custody statement. We need to have this wrapped up, as this is taking too long. We have wasted an hour of court time doing absolutely nothing. Mr. Mackenzie has several matters before this court and before the court elsewhere, Western Regional Gun Court, and I must remind you that a person is innocent until proven guilty, said Fairclough Hilton. Isn't Mr. Mackenzie branded as one of St. James's most wanted men? If it is that you are saying that he is as dangerous as you make him out to be, then I would think the least you could do is clear the file so that I can have the opportunity to see whether or not a prima facie case has been made out against him, Fairclough Hilton added. The judge, who stated that she has high expectations of police officers, pointed out that Mackenzie has been detained since August 28 and that the file against him has not been presented for review to determine whether or not a case has been made out against him. The investigating officers handling Mackenzie's case were not present at Monday's court session. The court was told that one of them is in training. It was also revealed that Mackenzie has not yet retained a lawyer, though the court was previously informed that an attorney had been approached to act as a defense counsel. The case was subsequently set for case management on December 4, and Mackenzie was remanded. He was charged in September this year with the murders of Bowman and McNeil after he was captured during a police operation on Harvey Beach in Coral Gardens, St. James. Prior to being apprehended, he was featured on Jamaica Constabulary Force's Wanted Wednesdays as the most sought-after individual in St. James. Regarding Bowman's death, it is alleged that on April 6, 2023, motorists traveling along the Flanker Main Road in St. James witnessed him running and bleeding profusely from multiple gunshot wounds. He was transported to hospital by a Jamaica Defense Force unit. He died while receiving medical care. Meanwhile, McNeil was reportedly walking along Flanker Road on April 27 this year when he was ambushed by a gunman who shot him several times. McNeil was later pronounced dead at hospital. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.